What is up, everybody? Welcome to PWO.
That's right.
The weekly wrestling show where me and Luke talk about all the daily WWE and even some...
Weekly.
Yeah, just wrestling news in general. Yeah, weekly news. A lot happened this week.
That's right. It was good, I feel like.
Well, yeah.
SmackDown was good.
Raw's been getting, high viewership.
I wonder what they got this week, because that was a good Raw.
Because a couple weeks ago, they had, their highest viewership in a long time.
Really?
Yeah. It was, it's doing really good with the whole, doing it for the people type shit.
Yeah.
But it started off with the whole Braun and Vince thing.
I liked it.
I mean, Vince is getting a lot of camera time, even though he looks like shit.
Yeah.
He looks bad. But, yeah, Braun cost his Universal title shot. Why did that? What do you think that happened for? He went out and smashed Vince McMahon's limousine.
His limousine, yeah.
He flipped it after he told him it was.
Who's the main guy that's always on, that knows a lot about wrestling on? Dave Meltzer.
Yeah.
He said that Braun was cooling down. That's why he took him out. And he didn't want to waste his spot. So
Braun was cooling down.
Cooling down.
Dave said that or Vince said that?
Dave said that. So the last time that Braun was in a match, was TLC with his arm in a cast or whatever.
Yeah.
That was the last time. So why would you put him in that match when the last time you saw him was in a cast? I understand why.
And if it's just going to be not a squash match because Finn Balor's going to put up a fight. They're going to have him have some offense against... It'll probably be like the Daniel Bryan thing. Where Daniel Bryan gets his licks in. Yeah. But Finn Balor's not going to win. They're going to have...
They already said... Well, not like...
They're basically saying, Lesnar's going to win the damn match. So I guess I like it, having Finn in there instead of Braun, because it changes it up, because Braun... I'm tired of seeing Braun get squashed.
They said Braun picked him. Or not Braun, I'm sorry. Lesnar picked him.
Yeah, Lesnar and Vince
picked Balor, so I mean...
Well, think about it. What have been the two best matches since Lesnar's came back? Him against Styles and him against Bryan. Yeah. Those little guys.
They said that's somebody's got to carry cruiserweight.
Somebody's got to carry Brock Lesnar. And, no offense to Braun, but, two guys slugging it out, it just didn't work. No,
because they're both heavyweights.
It's just like back when, Brock and freaking Goldberg had that rivalry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, cool and stuff, but,
it just doesn't work.
It just wears down.
Especially those big-time guys like that.
Yeah, you can't have, it's hard to have, two big dudes go at it.
Yeah.
Unless you have, some implications involved. Look at freaking Triple H and Scott Steiner. That shit show of a rivalry.
Yeah, that was roid of a rivalry.
Yeah, roid. Yeah, roid rivalry.
Who was roided out more?
Yeah, it's just poop. But if you mix, the big guys with the little guys, look at the match that they had later on with Seth and Dean and Bobby. If you had Bobby against Braun, it's going to be boring. But you put Bobby in there with two guys that can move around a little bit, they can put on a show. But I guess I like him being pulled out. I'm curious what they're going to do with him at Royal Rumble, though.
I don't think he said anything.
Yeah,
I think he's just going to take a little break.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be...
Until he builds back up.
He should have had the title run. He should have had a title run. At least one, and it should have happened a while back.
I think he'll get it one. Obviously, he won't be on Fox,
I agree with Dave. I feel like he's kind of cooled off a lot.
Yeah, because the last time we really saw him was the fight with Brock at that one pay-per-view, which was kind of shitty.
Yeah.
And at the greatest Royal Rumble or whatever. And then, the last one, which TLC, which he didn't even fight. So
he should have had a damn title run. Because after he won the greatest Royal Rumble or whatever, it just seemed like he was so hot. He was going to get at least one title run. He got screwed out of another match with Braun or whatever, or Brock. And then, he had another shot, and then he lost it again. You're like,
what's happening?
You can only lose so many times before that whole, beast, big guy thing kind of wears down. So
yeah.
Later on, the Revival beat the Lucha House Party. Why the hell is the Lucha House Party even on TV?
You like them, man.
I hate the Lucha House Party. I thought the John Cena thing was funny as shit.
With the Lucha House Party mask on? That was funny as stuff.
I'm actually jumping on the Cena train.
Good, man.
I haven't seen him in a long time, and guess what? I kind of missed him. I kind of missed Big Match. But I'll talk about him later. The Revival, they've been picking up a lot of steam. They've been getting on TV a lot. You know? Instead of these squash matches.
Well, the house shows, they've been losing. Like the one I told you about, they lost to a Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
Why do you... I know it's a house show, but why do you do that?
Because Lucha's not going to win on TV.
Yeah.
They're never going to win on TV. When are you going to have them win? So, I like the Revival a lot. But I think they're kind of like a Anderson and Gallows type.
And they kind of got cheated out of that title match when what's his face? Was it who's the champions now? I can't even think.
Gable and Rude.
Yeah, when Rude had his foot on the rope or whatever. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and that's like
that was the last time they.
I thought that was
belts.
a good way to have like them lose that way, because that you don't lose momentum if that happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like because if something comes out and that shit happens, it kind of keeps your momentum going. But I like the Revival. I think they need at least one title run.
I mean, they were good in NXT.
They were hella
which
good.
We never
in NXT.
really saw them, but
no,
I mean,
I didn't. Yeah.
So we'll see what they can do.
But yeah, I hope this leads to. They're probably gonna have a title match at Royal Rumble. You think, right?
I don't think so.
Really?
I think they already had theirs. I don't even know if they're even doing a match for Raw's tag team.
I mean, they should, especially after that foot on the rope. Are you just gonna end it?
I think they could if they have a spot open.
Yeah.
So.
Later on, Vince McMahon came out there and talked about who's going to face Brock after Strowman got pulled.
I like that, man.
And yeah, John Cena
big match.
Came out.
John got in his face.
Came out.
He got on his face.
Got
heated. He did.
And then Drew McIntyre, Corbin, and Balor all came in and said how
they deserve a shot too. Yeah, exactly.
So it set up that big match.
Which that was a good final match.
That
we'll talk about here in a second.
Yeah. But they had that little promo there, and then the Intercontinental title match, a triple threat. This had to be the biggest shock of the night. That match was hella good.
That was a good match.
And
yeah,
that goes back to what I said.
Yeah. You didn't expect Bobby Lashley to win the IC title.
No, and
he never won it either.
You want to talk about somebody that was due? Bobby Lashley's due. You know,
maybe for a heavyweight, but
well, think about I'm fine with Intercontinental. He can be there, and he's not there yet for heavyweight.
For coming back, yeah,
yeah, because he's still working out the kinks. You know. He's just not, and he's not popping that. He's got this new heel gimmick.
He did back then, it's totally different wrestlers.
And he didn't really, he got an ECW title run on the last go around.
Yeah.
So he hasn't really been in the picture for belts at all. So the fact that he's even winning some, I think that's kind of cool. And I thought it was really cool that this came out of absolutely nowhere.
You weren't expecting
No. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, I was expecting
one of them to at least Seth Rollins win or Dean
give
Ambrose
it back
retain.
to each other like they'd been doing. Mm-hmm. But no. Big Match Bob.
Big Match Bob. Oh,
Big Match Bob putting on a show. And that was a great match.
Yeah.
They had big spots. Bobby looked good. You know, I like whenever they put just a wide variety.
A random in there.
Yeah.
Kind of.
A wide, and you had the wide variety of weight difference.
You don't keep having Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose each week in the IC title match. That's a different one.
That's what put WWE in this damn hole.
Yeah.
You know, the viewership hole. We go on and you watch the same damn match over and over again. You know, Braun against freaking Baron Corbin, McIntyre against Ziggler, Ambrose against freaking Rollins. Here we go. Or Rollins against freaking Finn. It's the same damn thing every week, and you get tired of it. So this was really cool to see this match, and I mean, I don't think anybody expected.
No, I don't think so either.
God.
Your favorite part here, big dog.
The WWE. I
don't understand what they're doing.
They're trying. I think they're scared. Okay, what happened was Alexa Bliss was changing. It was just her back. It wasn't anything big. She just didn't have a strap on or whatever.
Her bra on.
Her bra wasn't on. She's just covering her boobs. And they walked in. The intern did,
and that was
it. That was it.
I don't understand what they're doing there.
I think this is WWE showing that they're scared about the PG-13 AEW. It has to be. So they're going to just push the line as close as they can to the end of
People are freaking out. They're like, oh my
God. People are thinking we're in the glory days of 1997.
And you can see that stuff. Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, Miss Cat's not coming out showing her tits. That's not going to happen on wrestling anymore.
Or just Sable when she had the handprints.
Yeah, the handprints, and freaking DX telling the girls to flash them.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to calm down.
Yeah.
We're not in 1997.
You're not going to see that anymore.
No, and I think this is literally it just seems desperate from WWE to be like, hey, let's do something, because AEW is going to be PG-13. We've got to push the envelope a little bit. But yeah, I thought that was really freaking stupid.
It was weird. It's where it was at.
Alexa Bliss debuted the women's tag team titles. I think this is going to flop.
It did already. They already had them one time when Mae Young and around that era.
Oh, well, that's different. That also didn't Mae Young hold the belt for 40?
Possibly.
Oh no, Fabulous Moolah. She held the belt for no joke 20 years.
It was around that era. They had the women's tag team titles, but
I don't know. I don't think there's enough. I mean, you got the Iconics on SmackDown. I hope it's a multi-brand thing.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be because they said 3 each from each brand.
3 each, but that might be who wins it.
in the Elimination Chamber match. So I think it might be you go for anyone.
Yeah, but if they win on Raw, is it going to stay on Raw?
I think it's anything.
Or is this just like, hey, winner gets the belt?
And winner gets the belt and it goes all over.
I don't know. I think this is not... I don't think this is going to work.
I don't know. We'll see what happens.
They don't have enough factions in the women's division. They just showed them,
and I don't know when they're doing that. I don't think it's Royal Rumble, and it's not WrestleMania.
Did they say who's involved in it?
No, they just said 3 from each brand, 3 tag teams from each brand.
Like, I mean, what do you got? You got Sasha and Bayley. I guess that's the biggest tag team you can put out there.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ruby Riott and her little friend.
Yeah.
And then the Iconics.
Yeah.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a poop match.
It's the 4 horsewomen. It's Ronda Rousey's friends in NXT. Yeah. There's a tag team on there they could pull up from them, and then.
But that's the thing, you got to pull people up.
There's some pirate tag team too in NXT. There's a girl that's a pirate and her little friend too, which I saw a photo of on Twitter. So I mean, there's a couple tag temes they could pull up.
I just don't think it's.
Just loses a lot of women talent though.
I agree. Sasha and Bayley, you can put them in matches.
Well, Sasha's about to have a title match with Ronda.
Yeah, you can put them in title matches that are for the main belt. You don't have to make a tag team division.
Tag team's smart, but I don't know how long it'll work.
I don't think it's gonna work. I feel like it's a waste and there's not enough women tag team.
Yeah. They'll see what they can do.
But I mean, hey, I was also wrong about them putting women's in the main event, but I'm telling you, Becky Lynch.
What if they did good old Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax again?
I guess they could do that. Yeah, but I mean, Alexa Bliss needs to get past the concussion protocols and stop having interns walk in on her naked.
Yeah.
Finn Balor, of course, won the main event. I think that's
Which was a good match.
Yeah, it was a good match, and I think it's so cool. You're gonna love this, and you're probably gonna want to keep this recorded. I think it's so cool that Big Match John pushes all these guys. He pushes.
You see at the end, he raised his hand.
Yeah, he pushes talent, and what was it? Kevin Nash and Kevin Nash and X-Pac were talking on Twitter about it because X-Pac quoted the WWE thing with John Cena raising his hand or whatever, and he's like, this is, John Cena's such a class act, yada yada yada. And Kevin Nash commented, he's like, this is why you can't make John Cena heel. Because he does such a good job of pushing young talent. And I was thinking about it, I was like,
he ain't young, but yeah.
Yeah, pushing talent.
Yeah, he ain't young.
He's probably almost 40.
Yeah, I think he is, yeah.
God, that's so sad. And he's only won the Universal title for 24 hours.
He's old, man. He's been around the business for years. People don't know that. I didn't know that when he came around to WWE.
Well, he wrestled in freaking
New Japan.
New Japan and that Irish thing before.
There's a lot, yeah. But he's old. But yeah, he's good at pushing. You're right.
He's definitely going to have that demon gimmick going into that.
They said yes and no. They said that Vince doesn't want to push it or waste it on that.
Yeah.
Which he could. He couldn't. I guess we'll see. We got one more Raw before Royal Rumble. See what happens.
Next week.
Yeah.
I think this also shows how much leverage that the fans have now. Because that pop that Finn got, if you guys haven't seen
at the UK event, that was a really good.
That was insane. Pop. That was. Oh man, you don't hear pops like that in Raw and SmackDown.
No.
And it's only on NXT. And Finn Balor got a hell of a pop.
Yeah.
All right, going over to the SmackDown side.
Good old SmackDown.
AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan fought in a concession stand.
They fought at the concession stand. Because last week Daniel Bryan was in the concession stand talking trash, throwing stuff at fans, which they're already set up, obviously, if WWE picked them. And then this week, AJ Styles was in the concession stand, I'm pretty sure. And then Daniel Bryan attacked him, and then they just fought in the concession stand. So, I don't know what they're doing. Obviously, they're pushing the match for Royal Rumble, but the concession stand stuff's a little out there.
Outrageous. But yeah, I don't think there's any much more to talk about that.
No, we'll see what happens next week with SmackDown.
Samoa Joe attacked Mustafa Ali before their match.
Yeah.
I think this is
Which
great.
That would have been a good match.
I think, but I think this is great. Mustafa Ali against Joe. I feel like there's
right before the Royal Rumble? Obviously, they're both going to the Royal Rumble. I'm pretty sure Mustafa's already in there, and so is Samoa Joe. So
they have the young guy.
Which we can see what they do in the Royal Rumble if they...
Have the young guy Mustafa knock Samoa Joe over the top rope. Samoa's pissed, gets back in the ring, throws him over. Yada, yada, yada. You set up the WrestleMania match or whatever the hell you want to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is good. Like I said, going back to the different weight classes, Mustafa Ali and Joe, I bet you they can put on a hell of a match.
I bet so too.
You know, AJ and Samoa put on a lot of good matches. You want to talk about
NXT and stuff?
Yeah, or no, and when they had
TNA. I don't know why I said NXT.
well, TNA and whenever they had that little feud for the belt, even though AJ won every freaking time.
Yeah,
which is baloney. You want to talk about somebody who needs to get pushed? Samoa and Braun are my top two.
Champion. Samoa Joe.
He would be a great heel champion too. I think he'd be better at being a heel champion.
And Daniel?
Maybe. Daniel's doing a good job. I don't like how he's pushing that vegan mantra. I don't think that's like.
It's just
that's not
his,
negative
that's
enough.
His real life though. I mean,
I know, like he's saying,
but
saying how everybody's like a problem and stuff. I'm like, I can see how that works, but it just doesn't fit. I don't know. I mean, he's doing an okay job though. I mean, I don't hate it. It's not as bad as the Raw situation with the champion. Also, Rey Mysterio fought the guy that lost his last name.
Yeah. What's his name, big dog?
Andrade.
Andrade. We're pretty sure it's Andrade.
Yeah, Andrade. He
Cien
Almas. Yeah, they took out his freaking last name, and WWE Twitter had an aneurysm.
They're mad.
They're pissed.
There was a full-on like. Whatever you call it, like it's said on timeline or whatever.
It was like it was a trending topic.
Yeah, it's trending topic. Yeah, like people are mad.
People are like, why the hell are you getting? Well, because they do it with a lot of guys. I can't.
They did it with
Apollo Crews. Yeah, was it Crews?
It was Crews. Yeah, because the school shooters guy or whatever. That's why they took away Crews, because his name was Crews. His last name was Crews.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought they just took it out because
that's why. Yeah.
Oh shit. Well,
but I mean, there's a lot more other people that lose their last name.
Take
so
out
I mean,
I don't know. I don't think it's that big
people
a deal.
are mad. I think just because like he had that name since NXT and just what it meant. So I don't know what it meant.
They just act like it didn't. It wasn't there. It's just
wasn't for us.
Oh, this is Andrade. He's fine. You know. Well, yada yada yada. Just forget about it.
People are mad though.
I don't think they should be. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah.
You know, I don't give a shit unless his name's like, if they had Pete Dunne called up. And they changed his name to Pete. Like, that shit. Don't do that. But, like, this guy, Andrade, that's a freaking cool name. You know, I feel like you can stick with that.
Yeah.
You know, and him and Ray put on a great match. I'm glad he's doing a good job.
And he won. Andrade won.
Yeah, this is a good rivalry. You got young and old. And, I mean, I
think he pinned him the last couple weeks, too, ago.
In a tag team match or something.
Yeah, Andrade pinned Ray.
Triple threat, I don't know.
It was a tag team. But, yeah. So they're pushing something with that, too, which is kind of good.
Yeah, Andrade, he's a good athlete. These NXT guys that have been called up lately for SmackDown have been doing good. With Ali.
They're all been pretty good. And I've been watching NXT, too, man. It's good.
I know, dude. NXT, Triple H, you're doing a hell of a job.
We didn't like it at the beginning.
I mean, it's not that I didn't like it. I just didn't watch it. You know, so I didn't know.
I mean, I didn't like it just because it was...
Now I want, you showed me that Pete Dunne and Ricochet match.
Keith Lee.
Keith Lee's up there. I've been a fan of Keith Lee.
Keith Lee just came out tonight.
I've been a fan of Keith Lee for a while. That dude's amazing. I hope they don't.
He did his jump. He threw him off the rope and jumped over him.
He did?
Like the bounce back, and then he jumped over
the rope. He's one of the most athletic big men I've seen since Vader.
Yeah.
And, that's saying a lot. I think he's a little more athletic and better shape than Vader was. But, I mean, I love Keith Lee, but going back to this. The Miz had his little birthday celebration for
Shane O'Mac.
Shane O'Mac. It was they ended up making the bar came out.
Yeah.
Put Shane in a match against
Shane said, you know what, since you put me in a match last week or 2 weeks ago when he wasn't ready in that tag team match, he said, all right, Miz, you're going to get in a match. Because Miz is like, I'm in my suit. He said, well, I wasn't ready either. Yeah. So he put him against Sheamus, and he beat Sheamus in his suit.
Why don't are these guys fighting for the title?
Yeah, they're fighting for it at Royal Rumble.
Good stuff.
Miz and Shane McMahon versus the Bar.
I hope it doesn't. I'm waiting for Miz to turn.
I think Miz and Shane got it.
I'm just waiting for Miz to turn on Shane.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I'm waiting for Daniel Bryan to go back to regular and Miz go back to heel. Yeah, that's the only way I could see it.
I mean, I think it'd be fine just having Miz be regular and Bryan be heel.
That's how it is now.
I know, keep it like that. Yeah. Have them have a rivalry. Miz and
Might be a little weird just because how it's been the whole time.
Think about it. Yeah, that's literally like...
Because Miz has always been like hating on him, and then Bryan's obviously hates him, but was never really the bad guy. So, and then at the end, Shane did his coast to coast. I don't know if you saw that.
I love that. Shane is underrated as hell. Like Shane, he's probably well north of 40. He's probably the same age around as Kurt Angle. And look at Kurt Angle compared to Shane. I mean, Kurt Angle obviously
more neck problems,
a lot more wrestling too,
a lot more drugs too.
Yeah,
with
what
is one area of career.
Shane stopped wrestling from like 2000
because he got into like some TV business or something.
Yeah, he stopped wrestling from like 2005 to 2014.
Yeah,
he didn't wrestle for that period of time, but still, like, Shane puts on a good match. Like, it was a couple years ago, him against AJ. That was a good match.
Him against Kevin Owens, that's coming back.
Owens, Undertaker, when he jumped off the top of the thing,
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't have a good match, he has good spots.
Yeah.
And Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, they had that match with them too, and that was a good match, but I really hope The Miz and Shane win that belt.
I think they will. I think they got it, man. Because they're building a lot of momentum right now.
At first I thought this was really weird, this tag team, but now
they're the best tag team in the world, baby.
I don't know about that.
Best tag team in the world. You know why? Because they got the best tag team.
They got the greatest wrestler of all time.
The greatest trophy of all time, or whatever that trophy's called. A little bit of news here. So I don't know if you saw Goldust.
I did see this.
Is asking for his release from WWE to go join All Elite Wrestling with Cody.
This is big. I mean, this isn't like that big, but like
it's big.
For Goldust. They're starting to pull talent away from WWE, and like the whole Kenny Omega scenario.
Yeah, I saw he turned down a contract, man.
From WWE.
That's sad. That's sad.
It was a fat one too. I heard.
Yeah,
it
was like an AJ Styles contract.
Yeah, and man, dude, if AEW can. They're hooked up with what's his name, that Khan guy from the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The owner of Jacksonville.
They got a lot of money. This is kind of like WCW, but I think they're doing a good job with also having a lot of those indie guys.
Yeah.
Those guys with the big personalities like Hangman Page and Neville. And
they got their own show too. The All Elite or the Elite. The Young Bucks do their own show.
Their own TV show or what?
No, YouTube channel. Kind of like Up, Up, Down, Down with Xavier Woods. Yeah. Which we called him Rhodes last week.
Xavier Rhodes?
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
Xavier Woods, Rhodes.
Xavier Woods. So,
thing.
It is big because that's a lot of money they had, man.
Yeah. I mean, Goldust, you kind of knew he was going to go to AEW. He's not going to wrestle with... I mean, he hasn't been wrestling with WWE anyways. He had double knee surgery.
He has the dark out matches or whatever.
Yeah, the
house shows.
House shows.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, he hasn't really been on TV. He had a heel turn or whatever, and they didn't do anything with it with him and R-Truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had the heel turn, didn't do anything. So
nope.
He's probably just gonna be like the natural Dustin Rhodes, like he used to do.
Yeah.
Or that. God, I hope he doesn't do it. The Black Mask. You even know any about?
I've seen some of it. Yeah, I think so.
Shit. It won like the Wrestling Observer Award for like worst gimmick.
Really?
Because it was shitty. Black Rain, that's it, Black Rain. He went out there and literally spit a promo on TNA saying
I've seen it.
Saying how shitty. Saying how shitty his gimmick was.
You sent me that, yeah.
I did send you that because it was funny as hell. He
literally went watch it again.
He went out there and said, "This gimmick
Did he
sucks."
take his mask off?
Yeah, he's like wiping the paint. He's like, "This is shit."
Yeah.
He's like, "This stuff is shit. You guys are booking me like shit." I'm like, "Why are they not cutting his mic?" And he was out of shape too. He had freaking like his boobs were black and like his stomach was hanging out. He looked like ass. Man. But yeah,
Goldust, man, leaving.
Goldust leaving. In other news, AEW is really trying to pursue CM Punk. What do you think about this?
I think they already said he's not coming back. CM Punk already said.
He said
in the article I saw that they said he's probably not coming back.
I don't know, dude. CM Punk. What else does he have to do?
I mean, he's got his little UFC going.
How's that going for him?
Obviously, I think he's 1-2 or 0-3.
No, he's not won a match, and he's gotten ass kicked by nobodies.
Yeah,
I think Dana White, even after his last fight, said he's not. CM Punk's done.
Yeah,
because he lost to 3 dudes that literally. I think one of them didn't even. That was his first fight.
I don't know, man. I just saw the article saying he's probably not coming to.
I think he's going to. I think if All Elite gives him a fat contract.
The group that would do it would be All Elite, just because he's close with Cody. The Young Bucks are really good. Like
he hates Vince.
Yeah.
Which this is literally like the perfect scenario for him. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, you want to piss off Vince McMahon? Go to the rival company that's pushing the boundaries. PG-13. And he was the pipe bomb guy that literally went out there and
that's right,
called out the business and shit. So this would be good for him. He can get on the mic, free roam. I'm sure they won't have scripted promos like they have in WWE.
They'll do it's indies.
Yeah, they're gonna have their own stuff.
Which they already do their own stuff. So
I mean, they're probably not gonna be dropping F-bombs like they do in New Japan.
No, but they still do their own stuff.
Yeah.
They know what they say, what not to say.
CM Punk. Think about CM Punk without like restriction on a mic. I think that'd be good. So I mean, I hope he signs with AEW, but if not, you kind of.
Well, I think Kenny's coming soon anyway, so we'll see here.
Man, Kenny and AEW.
We'll see. Maybe it was.
That's a backbreaker if he goes to AEW instead of WWE.
Yeah, I know.
That's bad.
I know, but they already said Kenny, even if he doesn't go to WWE, he already made a legacy for himself.
Oh yeah, Kenny's. Yeah, he's going to be a lot. If he continues to wrestle for like the next 10 years and wherever the hell he wants, he's going to be considered like a Sting.
Yeah.
You know, like Sting's considered a top 5 wrestler, and he wrestled in WWE for what, a year?
Yeah.
You know, so you don't have to wrestle in WWE to be considered one of the greatest.
No, not at all.
I mean, I hope he goes to AEW just so I can watch him. And they offer Jim Ross a contract too.
Your man.
I love Jim Ross. And he's still killing it. But I hope he accepts that.
Yeah.
Good old JR. But yeah, AEW's making moves. You got anything else, Luke?
No, that's it, man.
Alrighty.
I'm excited for him. I'm excited for
guess
AEW.
what we forgot to do?
Plug. We'll plug right now, man.
Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram at PSO Sports 1, and then Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Anchor. There's probably a lot of other stuff, but we don't even know.
That's all we plug.
At Pointless Sports Opinions. And yes, subscribe to us on the PWO channel that you're watching.
That's right.
Subscribe
It'd be the YouTube channel.
We need this.
So,
all right.
We'll see you guys next week. Next week we'll probably talk about the Royal Rumble.
Yep,
that's the week.
Who we can even have a prediction who you think's going to win.
Exactly.
Good old Jack Gallagher. He's going to win it.
Kenny Omega.
Gentleman Jack.
Kenny Omega, man. Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega ain't winning shit.
He's coming there and winning it. He's winning it.
No.
All right,
Keith
guys.
Lee's winning it over Kenny.
Whatever. Spread the word. We'll see you guys.